Hey everybody, it's me, Myra, at Down Home Money, a simple approach to financial freedom. I hope you're doing well. It's Tuesday, it's my day, and I am glad to be with you today. So, I've been hearing a lot about, oh my gosh, the real estate market, the real estate housing is, it's crashing and everything's going crazy and there's no houses. You guys, you're absolutely right. There are no houses. I mean, CoreLogic did a report saying that in 2010, when the market, that was right after all the mortgage crisis in 8, 9, 10, it's still going on, right, in 10. So we had lots of houses on the market and we were in a buyer's market. So whenever there's lots of houses on the market or you have a 6-month supply or more, you are in a buyer's market. Now, let me tell you what a 6-month supply means, because a lot of people don't really understand that. That sounds like realtor talk. So here's what it means. If in my area we're selling, or in this neighborhood, if you want to get even, take it down even smaller, we're selling 10 homes a month. And we have 60 homes on the market. That means it will take 6 months to have no inventory, okay? So if you were selling 10 a month for 6 months, you would run out of inventory. So of course, new inventory is always coming on, and of course you may sell 12 one month. So it is a matter of figuring that number out. So when you look at our economy and how many houses are on the market today, believe it or not, we have 1/5. 1/5. So in other words, if there were a small number, 100 homes on the market in 2010, when we were in that buyer's market, there are only 20 homes on the market in 2020. You guys, that is what's causing our housing prices to go through the roof. That's why you're having multiple offers. That's why we truly have a housing shortage, because people are not moving. They're staying in their homes. And there's even the trend now, even with renters. Whereas, I own a lot of rental property, and I was seeing a lot of movement in my rental property. Every year they would move out. Well, now people are staying. It's really interesting. People are calling us wanting to renew their leases. People are staying put, and we're seeing a lot of that. And I think that a lot of times if you're not in the market, but yet you're looking to buy a house, or maybe it's your first time to buy a home, and you're watching this, you're thinking this is all normal. This is not normal. If you're buying in this market, you could quite possibly overpay. I think the market will change. The trend is about every 10 years you have a shift in the market. We're due a shift. Of course, we didn't know about the pandemic. And having a pandemic has changed everything. It's just added another layer. So because now we have unemployment, which is higher than it's been in a long time. We've also got forbearance. We've also got, the moratorium on evictions, moratorium on foreclosures. So that has kind of given us a really weird time in this market. And so it's interesting. I've been reading a lot of stuff that what people are saying about the market and how what their expectations of the market is. And everybody says 2021 is going to be a great year. It's not going to be great if you're a first-time home buyer. And millennials are starting to buy homes. And then you're going to have the Gen Zs coming up to buy homes, and they're not there for them. There's not, finding your dream home has changed. When, in 8, 9, and 10, finding your dream home, you would look at, I would have clients look at 20 houses because there was so much on the market. Now clients are looking at 1 or 2 houses and making a decision. And they're buying houses that they maybe don't love. They're buying it because it just came on the market and they've lost out on 3 deals. And so I'm going to rush and buy a house. And that is sad to me. And even though mortgage rates are low, and so one of the reasons everybody's rushing to buy a house is because mortgage rates are ridiculous. I heard 2.2% last week on somebody with excellent credit, 30-year fixed. That's incredible, you guys. And yes, that is driving people to move from renting to owning, which is a smart decision, right? But unfortunately, they may be paying too much for houses because houses, we're seeing them go for ridiculous prices. The value is not there, but it is there because of supply and demand. When you don't have supply, there's a huge demand. I mean, all of us would have paid a lot of money for a package of toilet paper when this whole thing started. This COVID started. We couldn't find toilet paper. We were fighting in the aisles for toilet paper. But that's what's happened in the real estate market. And that's why we are not going to see in 2021 a huge shift and lots of properties coming on the market until we get the virus taken care of and people feel comfortable going back out and allowing people in their homes to sell their homes. Until we get more inventory, nothing's going to change. The prices will continue to go up. Supply will continue to stay at the level it is right now, which, can you believe that we had 4 more houses on the market compared in 2010? So we're at 5 to 1. So, I mean, you had 5 choices over here to 1 choice over here. You got to look at 4 more houses over here to make your choice. And that's kind of, I mean, I've never seen the market like this. I've been in real estate over 30 years. I've never seen this kind of market. And most have not. So that's why it's so hard to predict, because a lot of us have never seen a market like this. We've never even sold real estate in a market like this. We've never worked in a pandemic. We've never worked when people are losing their jobs like crazy and shutdowns. We've never worked when the mortgage rates, let me just tell you, I've never worked when the mortgage rates were 2.25. I mean, it's just crazy what is happening. I mean, honestly, we're in strange times right now, and I don't think anybody, I don't care. I mean, I look at a lot of the economists and what they're saying, and they're all saying this is an extreme seller's market, and none of us have been in an extreme seller's market. I felt like I was in an extreme buyer's market in 7, 8, 9. I really did. So, but it's just inventory. It's just crazy because inventory has plunged in the nation, down under 469,000 single-family homes this month, down 40% compared to the same time last year. I mean, this is just some statistics for you. While 31% of listings have gotten price reductions at the end of the year in previous years, current price reductions only stand at 26%. And those are probably people who are putting their house on the market, because I'm having those calls. People are like, you know what? If you can get me blah, blah, blah for my house, I'll sell it. And then I go and I pull comps and I go, yeah, I don't think we can get you. Say they're saying, if you can get me $800,000 for my house, and I'm looking and their house is worth about $500,000. But you never know. I mean, I did that with my apartments. I put them on the market, and I had commercial guys telling me, have you lost your mind? You will never get that. It does not cash flow. You guys, I had offers coming from everywhere, and 2 were cash, and I picked a cash offer, and I got full price. And then I reduced it by $5,000 for repairs after the inspections. So I know that's happening. So this number may be a little skewed and maybe actually lower on price reductions. But the thing is that people are slapping their house on the market just to see if they can get crazy money. And you know what? Why not? There you go. Danielle Hale, the chief economist at Realtor.com, expects home sales to continue growing, jumping 7% in 2021, and prices to continue rising in new highs, though at a slower pace than 2020, increasing 5.7%. So, I mean, it's very interesting when you look at all this. Fannie Mae, in a forecast released on Tuesday, had more modest expectations, predicting 2.8% rise in total home sales in 2021 and 7.6% rise in 2020. The mortgage giant expects the median home price to rise 4.1% next year to $302,000. I mean, it's interesting when you go through all of these different economists, and then here's one that says there are millions of millennials aging into their prime home buying years and millions more Gen Zers behind them that all want and need homes of their own, keeping demand to a boil for years to come. So when you read some of this, it is It's fascinating because we've never been in one of these times. And so I just want to keep bringing you information and sharing with you about the housing market and what's going on. I'll continue to do this once a month and just share with you what we're seeing. I will tell you something. We are seeing a little slowdown. A little slowdown, in all honesty. Just in the last month, we did see a little slowdown. Maybe it's the holidays. We'll see. We'll see if spring brings us more listings like it normally does. I mean, that's our time to sell a lot of real estate. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming. If you got any questions, be sure and put them down below. Give us a subscribe so you won't miss any of our updates, and give us a thumbs up. Down Home Money, it's not about how much money you make. It's how much money you keep and what you do with it. And we share with you about real estate, about life, and about money. And we'd love for you to join our community. Be sure and join. Appreciate you. We'll see you next week, next Tuesday.